So good morning everybody. It's a privilege to be here, invited back to speak to you all, and just to say a few words about my schooling life. Before that, obviously, it's an absolute honour to be named the Ducks of 2020, and it really makes me happy to see that, the efforts I put into last year in Year 11 really made it worth it for this time. But of course, I couldn't have got here alone, so there are a couple of people that I would like to thank and take this opportunity to thank. So of course, the class of 2020, obviously they aren't here right now, except for a few people obviously, but I really owe it to everyone in my cohort, and I just need to say, get it out there, that they were really instrumental in my success at school. So yeah, that was the most accepting and wonderful group of people I've ever been a part of, all the way since prep, since I've been at school for a long time. And even though I'm the more quiet, reserved type, they always went out of their way to make me feel like I belong, say nice things, say kind things to me, and offer advice and encouragement when I need it. And yeah, they really made my school. And of course, I couldn't have achieved anything without my teachers here. I'm really thankful for all the amazing teachers and the effort they put in to make sure we all understood and we were ready for our external exams. And even though I kept my head down in class most of the time, I never really got the chance to appreciate how much effort they put in and work. So I just really want to take this opportunity to say and make them know that their work has been instrumental to my success. And finally, I'd like to thank my parents here for putting up with me, even though I shut myself in a room studying a lot of times, and driving me everywhere because I never got my license. So, as I said before, I've been at the school for 13 years, so that's all the way to Year 12. And while it's been a long time, I don't regret it at all. I've met a lot of wonderful people here, some of whom have been here since day one like myself, such as Pierce and Cameron, which couldn't be here today, who was really talented in lots of things actually, which is why I respect him so much. So I'd just like to say a few things about my academic success, how I got here, kind of some attributes I had. So to the students here today, especially the Year 12s undergoing their assessment and external exams, you really have to find what motivates you to keep going when you can't be bothered and you just have to push on. And it's different for everyone. I know a lot of people say, oh, I really want to be a surgeon or a doctor, an actor or something. But for me, I had no idea what I wanted to do. But for me, what pushed me forward was the friends I had in the classroom. Because they always kept me going. We always helped each other. We always competed with each other, like in a friendly rivalry. We're not at each other's throats. And of course we helped each other when we needed it most. Without them, there was no way I could manage Year 12. Another thing I wanted to say is that everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses. You all are better at some things and not so great at others. And whether you've found those things or you haven't found them yet. But try not to compare yourself to others, because what you might be doing is comparing your own weaknesses to someone else's strengths. And it's not really fair, it doesn't really make sense. So I would say try to compare to yourself. Like if you're better at something than you were a week ago or a month ago, that's how you should measure your success. And the other thing that took me a while to realise was when people got praise or recognition, outside of school, doesn't matter, I used to look at them and think, oh, well, it's just natural talent, and it's just, they're just like that. But then I didn't realise that, all the effort they put in behind the scenes, which you don't see, and I never considered that, all the hard work and effort really really made the difference. So on a final note, even though I've said all these things about school and academic, school is just really one part of your life, the beginning maybe, although I'm not really old enough to say that. Your ATAR is just a number, and you're never going to be defined by just a number. And it doesn't really matter not long after school. So for your time here, just make the most of it, make friends, make memories, and leave without regrets. Thanks everyone, best wishes to you all.